Thank you, Ted, for your insights. So, Raphael, bull trap or to the moon?
Yeah, good question. We are talking about that before the show. So let's see. So for now, I'm still long ES. I'm long NQ. I'm long Bitcoin. I'm long Amazon. I got stopped on MSFT, so Microsoft, because I'm a moron. And I got stopped on the CAC 40. So I'm going to go through everything. Let's go. Okay. So yes. So I got stopped. I think it was somewhere here on the break of trade, and I was waiting to add actually on this day if we had a sell-off, and I went back in at 5753, and I got 2/3 of the position out at 5985. So I tweeted about taking the position in real time. So I hope you guys took advantage of it. We basically went from the low of the range to the top of the range in the span of 6 trading days. So that's a pretty good performance. But now my expectation is, and that's another reason why I got out of 2/3 of the long position, is I'm expecting some kind of consolidation, and then probably another move higher, because the volatility actually supports this. We have descending trade of vola, descending trend. Volatility is contained. We have matrix daily still going higher. So I'm expecting market to continue to go higher after this phase of consolidation. But I'm expecting this next leg up to be actually prepared to suck in the suckers before we get the top. So this is my expectation currently. I just don't know when it's going to happen. I'm going through all the macro tickers to see when the timing could happen. But my thinking is, yeah, consolidation, we get another move higher, and probably a top in Q1 with a decent sell-off that we could actually position for to short or just get out and wait for a dip to buy. On NQ, I have the same opinion, of course. So give me a sec. So this one, I did the same. I posted when I took the long. I bought it at the same time I was buying ES. I was quite confident because we had just switched trend in NQ in terms of volatility. So you knew that because on the latest show I addressed this point. And I also I was waiting for the retest of the low of the range, which we got, and took this one, rolled it from the bottom of the range to the top of the range, so almost a little over 1,000 points in NQ, which is quite good. I still have a third position. I have trading stop on like ES, and same thing. I'm expecting some kind of consolidation, and then continue to get a move higher for a rally to suck everybody in before we get some kind of a top and a sell-off. So why I am expecting a top? So there are several clues that I want to address right now. The first clue is regarding the CFTC non-commercial net long positioning. So in my fractal range, there is a change of color when, so for example, it becomes green in latest, when this value here becomes higher than the 1 year average. And as you can see, ES, RTY, Dow, and NQ are now higher than their 1 year average. You have also the Z-score on the 1 year and 2 year for ES that are now at almost 2.5 on both. And RTY also had changed a lot recently. Z-score in 2 year almost at 2, 1 year near 1.5. The only laggard, I think you say, or laggard in terms of futures is NQ. So I think we still have some fumes to run, but a top is definitely coming. The change was fast, it was intense, and people had to chase. And this is usually the last part of the move. Another reason why I'm saying we could get a decent top probably in Q1 is VIX. So for those who follow my three triggers for VIX, you know that I need to see three triggers to consider buying puts, consider maybe we have a top. The first trigger being we need price above trend and trade of Vola. So that's what we got. We got it here. Okay, so currently price is stuck between trade and trend, but it doesn't matter. The first step has been accomplished. Price went above trade and trend of Vola. The second step we are now watching for will be trade crossing trend. This will be the trigger you really have to monitor because it will mean the move up for VIX is coming in terms of days, maybe a few weeks, but it would mean we are really approaching this setup. So this is something, if you are using my trade and trend of Vola, you need to watch very carefully. Watch for the cross of trade and trend. But we have begun the steps. Another thing that was interesting also was the fact that trend of VIX on MFR actually went back to normal. So until end of the month in October, the trend was quite high. So a move in VIX was very hard to imagine, but now the trend is back down near price. So it takes VIX to a more normal setup for potential spike. So that's one thing to notice. As for now, I mean, in the next week or 2 weeks, I'm not quite concerned about a sell-off. Especially another reason is that the sell-off we have seen in some assets, for example, in gold, is, in my opinion, related to the move in dollar. But the thing is, assets like SPY, QQQ here are not, sorry, it's here, are not negatively correlated to the dollar. So a move up in the dollar for now is not impacting those stickers. So I'm not seeing a correction now. So at least in terms of being driven by the dollar. One part of the market that makes me think a top is coming is actually Europe. So Europe is, in my opinion, entering bear market. So DAX is not there yet, but you can see that its volatility here in blue has shifted drastically. We used to have volatility of DAX pointing downwards, but now we are above trade and we are definitely getting some action. So this is not good. This usually is the chop that you get before potential switch of trend. So DAX, I would bet, is going to change to neutral tomorrow on MFR. So this is something you should watch. We are making lower high, we are making lower low. The MFR ranges are opening to the downside. So this is one clue, it's Germany. Another clue is the CAC. So CAC, I got stopped out, break even somewhere here. So you had a break of trend of MFR, break of trend of my volatility trade and trend indicator. And you can see here in the blue, volatility is definitely starting to increase. The expectation is volatility of CAC is gonna go higher. So you have CAC, that's another clue. You have FTSE also did the same as CAC. Volatility is increasing. You can see here, did the same pattern, broke trend, broke MFR trend, tried to reclaim, couldn't stay in neutral territory and broke down. So currently, all European markets are breaking down. So this is a clue. So sure, you have the Trump effect, money is flowing to the US, but we are breaking trend. We are not just not going to lower the range. We are breaking trend. So this is another clue, in my opinion, that something is brewing. Now let's go to the XY, so the dollar. So from the show, I think it was 2 weeks and a half ago, I expected dollar to go down, retest trade and trend in this vicinity, and then back to up. So the retest actually came way faster than I expected, because trade and trend actually climbed much faster than I expected. So we can consider that this move was actually the retest of trade and trend. And this is why you are getting the rip in dollar. You have the reclaim of trend, it's switched to bullish. Here you have the retest, and then we continue to confirm the bullishness of the asset with the bearishness of its volatility. Volatility of the XY here you can see pointing down, trade below trend and pointing down, and trend also pointing down. Trend also pointing down. So for now, I don't have DXY of a bot anymore. I used to have it until the 31st of October. We got some kind of correction, let's call it. And now Matrix Daily is back to going higher. You have volatility pointing down. You have room. It's not overbought. The only thing I saw that maybe could trigger some kind of chop or less aggressive move higher is the fact that we now have an upside cap on MFR for DXY. But for now, I'm not seeing any topping pattern on DXY, so I would expect this bullishness to continue. This is actually not quite good for people who are long gold, because if you are watching like Vi recommends, the correlation between dollar and gold, you should have seen that the current 30-day, so here minus 0.6, 10-day minus 0.8, and 5-day minus 0.9. So the current correlation between UUP and GLD is deeply negative, and it just kept going more negative in the past few days. So of course, if you have a negative correlation between UUP and GLD, and deepening one in terms of negativity, you're gonna get a sell-off in gold because of the move up in dollar. And another clue also, and I have addressed this many times, and this is the reason why so I said I was getting out here. So I wrote gold again. I wrote gold from here, 2,400 to here. When I tweeted I was getting out of gold on the 22nd of October. Trade of volatility had reached the mean. It had reached its mean. So the only place for its vol was up. So you know this story, right? I keep repeating this one. You knew that vol of gold was about to go up. So this is what we got. This is what we got. Vol of gold just going higher. No room down anymore, because trade was pushing it lower and lower, but it couldn't kept staying there. So now the question is, when do we buy? So the thing is, for now, in my opinion, trade should go at least retest trend. This is at least the minimum we should see. So we should see trade retest trend. So I'm gonna be waiting for that first. Another thing I'm gonna be waiting for is to see if my buy script on the daily triggers on gold. So you have access to this one. It's freely available. You can check in my pin tweet to get access to this script. It triggers for JC and gold, so you will get the trigger if it does trigger. But the first thing I'm watching is that. So I'm gonna watch trade goes to trend. But my expectation for now is at least chop, or maybe a change in in uh, in trend. So let's see. I'd like to see at least price reclaim trade before making a decision to come back to gold. I'm not that confident this is the right move to buy right now. And you can see the same thing happen actually in silver. So as mentioned also, we had at some point trade of volatility didn't have any more room down. So vol has to go up to a low, it's straight to brief. So for now, we are still neutral, I see, but my expectation is at least to get a retest of the low of the range and maybe see what we get there. Maybe a buy on daily. I don't know. I'm watching for platinum, which is usually the one that triggers my buy signal the earliest. So basically, when platinum triggers, I know that something is going on and potentially a bottom is going to happen for silver and gold. I'm not getting this trigger for now. Now let's go to CL. So same as mentioned 3 weeks ago. This one, anytime it tried to get back to bullish trend, it got smacked down. So we already got like 4 smackdown since August. So if you shorted any of these attempts, very nice. You probably made a shit ton of money. For now, still a chop, still in bearish trend, no reason to buy. You know the pattern you should be looking for to take a long position. It's not now. Now to Bitcoin. So this one, I'm starting to unload as well because what I told you about Q1. So long around 66K, 65,500 in this area. Started to sell some here at 74,800. Sold some more at 81,400. And I'm watching for 95 to 100K to exit the rest. I have trading stop on this position. I think we're going to go to 100K in Q1. And so that's my target. We could go there before, but that's my target to get out. I think they're really gonna suck people in. That's what I'm expecting. Now yields, so no change. Vola is down. Vola of all yields is down. You can see here beautiful bullish pattern here, beautiful bearish pattern in terms of Vola. So the 2 years, the 10 year, the 30 year, they all look the same. This is what a bullish trend looks like. This is what you want to look for to take a position. So short bonds remain the position for now. And I actually looked at CLT, SHY, EDV, zeros, etc. while Ted was talking. For now, the problem is I think we are still quite far away from potential trade change. So let's say the sell-off deepens further in TLT, SHY, EDV, etc. And you are using my trade and trend indicator. So this one with the black line and the red and green line here. Black being the trade, red and green being trend. Let's say the sell-off deepens. What you want to look for is at least price to reclaim trade. If you really want to buy bonds, this is when you start to buy. Okay, so you want to see trade goes going further down, trade get above. This is when you take the position. Okay, so I think this will be the bet you can take if you really want to buy bonds. But for now, you are just trying to bet on the potential bottom. It's very difficult to judge. So I'm not taking the bet yet, but I'm starting to watch. Especially volatility of some bonds is starting to be quite high. Now to the asshole Microsoft. So I got a sell on when was it? 30th of October. Yeah, Yeah, you can see the S here, it was a sell, but I thought I'm smarter than the script. So I didn't unload. And next day, poof, that stopped. So yeah, that was not nice. So I'm not touching this one. I'm just like I don't feel good about this one. So I'm not touching it. But I like my Amazon one. So I long this one at 186. And this time when I got the sales, I got out to third. I took the I took some profit here. So same trading stop. I'm still thinking we have room, but I think it's coming. So yeah, Q1 again. I can update my view maybe in 2 weeks or a month. We're gonna see. Okay, that's it for me, guys.